Good afternoon and welcome to the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Canelo Promotions presents our final press conference for our undercard. It all leads up to our main event as Saul Canelo Álvarez puts his undisputed super middleweight crown on the line against the unbeaten former champion Jaime Munguia. This is a PBC pay-per-view event on Prime Video that all begins at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time from the T-Mobile Arena in the fight capital of the world, beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. In addition to the pay-per-view being available on Prime Video, regardless of a Prime subscription, you can order the pay-per-view on DAZN.com or contact your local cable and satellite TV outlets, as well as ppv.com. As well as this event is promoted in association with Canelo Promotions and TGB Promotions, alongside Golden Boy Promotions and Zanfer Boxing Promotions. Now, if you still want tickets and want to be in the building this Saturday, May 4th from the T-Mobile Arena, tickets are still available at AXS.com. Now, we also want to thank our sponsors for helping make this fight week. We want to thank Corona Premier, the exceptional light beer. It's fight night, light it up. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, only in theaters May 24th. VMC Tequila Cocktails, el origen ante todo. Value, Casa de Bolsa. El Mexicano brand of products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. And O'Reilly Auto Parts, professional parts people. And sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. All right, before we get to our fighters here on stage, I want to bring up a man who is responsible for helping put this entire fight card together, been responsible for many big fights throughout the boxing history. Please welcome the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown.
Thank you, Miguel. Well, Saturday night will deliver another great pay-per-view undercard leading up to the all-Mexican showdown between Canelo Álvarez and Jaime Munguía. So the fans are once again in for non-stop entertainment on this Cinco de Mayo weekend with 3 world title fights on the pay-per-view portion of the card underneath Canelo and Munguía. In the co-main, we have Mario Barrios defending the welterweight title against the hard-hitting Argentinian Fabian TNT Maidana. I was just telling Mario I always love his ring entrances, and he's going to give us a good one again, he said. Also, the Heartbreaker, Brandon Figueroa, puts his featherweight title on the line against the former world champion, Jesse Magdaleno. You know, Brandon's fan-friendly style always turns his fights into a Fight of the Year candidate. You look back at the Mexago fight, the Fulton fight, the 7th round of the Luis Neri. So you definitely don't want to miss this fight, especially with Jesse's style and the way they're going to match up. And then we kick off the pay-per-view portion of the card with the undefeated welterweight champion, the WBA welterweight champion, Imantas Stanionis, finally getting a chance after all the cancellations, to get in the ring and defend his title again against the unbeaten 2-time Olympian, also an amateur rival of his. So we got a great opener on the pay-per-view portion. And then on the Prime Video, starting at 3 o'clock, so you'll definitely want to be there early. Jesus Ramos Jr. returns again to battle the KO artist, Johan Gonzalez. And then opening that, the young Vito Melnicki Jr. takes on the veteran slugger, Ronald Cruz. Vito just keeps getting better and better with each fight. This is a big step for him. With Cruz, we're going to get a great fight, so you want to be there early. Any fight on this card could be a show stealer. Like I said, Vito's still 21 years old. I think you got a birthday coming up next weekend too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, I just want to say thank you and make sure you're there early because it's a tremendous card once again. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tom. And now it's time to hear opening comments from our fighters. First, we have all 4 fighters, as Tom mentioned, that are going to be featured on the prelim portion of our card. And like he mentioned, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. You can watch those bouts on Prime Video for free. We'll bring up first, with the record of 19 victories, 12 by knockout, opposite of 3 defeats and 1 draw. Please welcome from Los Angeles, Ronald Cruz.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? My name is Ronald Cruz, and I just want to say how excited I am to be here. I know I'm facing a great fighter in Vito, but this is my time, baby. This is my time. I'm here to shock the world. That's what I'm here to do, and I've trained really hard. I've been training for the last 2 years, getting ready to fight a world champion, you know, and Vito's in my way. All respects to him, but we're going to put on a show this Saturday night. I promise you that. So stay tuned, everybody. Make sure you keep those eyes peeled and don't blink.
And now we'll bring up his opponent, who'll be going 10 rounds in the super welterweight division. This kid has been making strides with each and every single fight. He's 17 victories, 12 by knockout, just 1 defeat. Proudly representing Roseland, New Jersey, here is White Magic, Vito Mielnicki Jr.
What's going on, everybody? First and foremost, I want to thank God. Without him, none of this is possible. I want to thank my family. They sacrificed a lot throughout the years for me to be in this position. I want to thank my team, Ronnie Shields, Anthony Carr, sacrificing time away from their family every day to be in the gym with me. But I'm just blessed to be in the position I am. And everybody tune in Saturday night. You don't want to miss it. Expect fireworks. Expect a dominant performance. And I'm going to continue to grow each and every fight. So continue to tune in and continue to show me love. Thank you, guys.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
And now in our second fight on those prelims on Prime Video, we want to go into our next matchup. It's a 10-round super welterweight clash. And this opponent coming up now to the podium, he is a true knockout artist. Out of his 34 victories, he's got 33 of those by KO and just 2 defeats. From Valencia, Venezuela, please welcome Johan Gonzalez.
Muy buenos días, mi nombre es Johan González, súper agradecido por estar aquí y en esta gran cartelera, agradecido primeramente con Dios y todos sus organizadores y bueno, a demostrar de qué estamos hechos y demostrar el talento de Venezuela aquí en Las Vegas. Gracias.
Good afternoon, my name is Johan Gonzalez. I'm super thankful to be here, super thankful with God and with the organizers that have made this possible, and I'm ready. I'm ready for this fight, and I'm ready to put the Venezuelan flag up high. I want to make everybody proud. You don't want to miss it.
And now it's time to see his opponent as he continues to remain one of the top contenders in the loaded 154-pound division. He's representing Casa Grande, Arizona with 20 victories, 16 by knockout, and just 1 blemish. Please welcome Jesus Mono Ramos.
What's going on, everybody? I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank PBC, Al Heyman, my team for the opportunity, and my team for their hard work as well. I'm just excited to be here, be back, and prove that I am at the top of the 154-pound division. I got a tough opponent in Johan Gonzalez, but it just makes for a more exciting fight, and that's what we look for, exciting fights and tough fights. Thank you, guys.
And now we will head to our opening bout for our pay-per-view card from T-Mobile Arena this Saturday, May 4th in Las Vegas. This should be a tremendous opening matchup, 12 rounds for the WBA Welterweight Championship. He has been waiting for his opportunity for a very long time, and now it is finally here. He is another knockout artist with 6 victories, 5 by knockout, no defeats, and 1 draw. Out of Barcelona, Venezuela, here is Gabriel, El Capitan Maestre.
Muy buenos días a todos los presentes. Bueno, en primer lugar, darle las gracias primeramente a Dios por esta oportunidad que me está dando de pelear el día sábado por un título mundial. Agradecerle a PBC, al Jaime, a Luis de Cuba Jr., a la AMB por la oportunidad. De verdad que contento de estar aquí en esta magna cita, donde estará peleando Munguia y Canelo. De verdad que feliz y contento. De verdad que, bueno, esperemos que el sábado le guste esta batalla que vamos a dar Estañones y yo, que de verdad que eso va a ser una guerra y no se lo pueden perder. Saludos, gracias.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to thank God more than anything for making this happen. Also, PBC, Louis de Cuba Jr., Al Heyman, and the WBA for making this possible as well. And this is going to be a war. I can't wait to make this happen, to show you guys all the fireworks that are going to be on display in the ring. And it's going to be a fight that you don't want to miss, because it's going to be a clash of really 2 great fighters.
Thank you, Martin Batar, with the translation. And now we head on over to the other side as we bring up the champion, the WBA welterweight champion. He has been waiting a very long time to get to this moment. We're just 2 days away from fight night. I know he's excited. He's undefeated, 14-0 with 9 wins by knockout from Kaunas, Lithuania. Here is Eimantas Stanionis.
Hello, everybody. It's been a very long time, and I'm very happy to be fighting in Vegas. Never fought here. When I was a kid, it was just a dream. Where I came from, from small country, it's only few people can make here where I'm standing. So I'm very happy and glad of my hard work. Also want to thank PBC, WBA, and all my team. And on Saturday, it's going to be fireworks. I will bring that because of my style, Cinco de Mayo, you have to come with something special. So see you on Saturday.
And now we go to our next bout, which should shape up to be an all-action fight. First up, out of Las Vegas, right here with 29 victories, 18 by knockout, and 2 defeats. He is a former super bantamweight world champion, Jesse Magdaleno.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm just happy to be here. First off, I want to thank God for the opportunity. I want to thank my team, my wife, my son, my coaches, Brandon, and Jorge Capetillo and Edgar Sandoval, also my manager, Hector. I'm just happy to be here. I'm very grateful, excited for this fight. I know it's going to be a firework fight Saturday night, and let's get the show on the road.
And now we'll bring up his opponent, who is one of my personal favorite fighters to watch. His style is so pleasing for fight fans across the world, especially Mexican fight fans. Comes forward, he never stops, he throws so many punches, a high volume amount of punches. He is the interim WBC featherweight champion from Weslaco, Texas, with 24 victories, 18 by knockout, and just 1 defeat and 1 draw. Here is the heartbreaker, Brandon Figueroa.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. First off, I want to thank God, TGB Promotions, Al Heyman, PBC, my family, of course, my dad, Rich, Bob, everyone, pound for pound, for opening the doors for me and my family. Primeramente, le quiero darle las gracias a Dios, a PBC, TGB Promotions, Canelo Promotions, pound for pound, Bob, Rich, mi familia, más importante. I'm just very honored to be here. Es una bendición estar aquí. Estoy muy orgulloso de siempre representar a mi bandera. I'm always happy to represent my flag, my roots. And I'm just so happy to be here, man. I just can't wait for Saturday night. I know these guys can't wait to let their hands go. Y no puedo esperar para la noche que venga. Va a ser una pelea, una noche para los mexicanos. Los mexicanos van a ganar esa noche. Yo sé que esos muchachos aquí ya están listos para pues, a meterse al cuadrilátero, pues a tirar con todo. So thank you everyone for coming out, supporting, showing love to all these boxers. We work so hard. Gracias a todos por darnos el apoyo, el amor, porque yo sé que trabajamos muy duro como boxeadores. Y pues ya no puedo esperar. Thank you Jesse for accepting the fight. Gracias a Jesse Magdaleno. Ya no puedo esperar, estoy muy ansioso. So, gracias a todos por estar aquí. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
And now we head to our co-main event. Both of these men have said, we're going to steal the show. I know many people are really looking forward to Canelo versus Munguia, rightfully so, but they said we are going to be fireworks, all action from the get-go. So I am very excited for this one. 12 rounds for the interim WBC welterweight title. First up from Margarita Santa Fe, Argentina, with 22 victories, 16 by knockout, and just 2 defeats. Here is Fabian TNT Maidana.
Bueno, hola, buen día a todos. La verdad que, bueno, primero quiero darle las gracias a Dios por esta oportunidad, a mi promotora OR, a PBC, a mi entrenador Cristian. Y bueno, nada, invitarlos el sábado 4 a una gran batalla contra Mario Barrios. Así que los espero y gracias por esta oportunidad.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank God for this opportunity, first and foremost, and also my promoter, PBC, as well. So I'm going to invite you all to witness what's going to be a great battle between Mario Barrios and I. I'm very pleased to be here Saturday, May 4th. Tune in. It's going to be awesome.
And now we go to his opponent. He is the interim WBC welterweight champion. He never turns down a fight. This is a guy that will fight anyone and everyone. He has proven it throughout his career. He is the former 140-pound world champion with a record of 28 victories, 18 by knockout, and just 2 defeats. Here is Mario El Azteca Barrios.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for being here. Big thank you to my team, Al Heyman, PBC, my manager Luis de Cubas Jr., Bob Santos, Richard Barrientos, my sister Selena. Yeah, I mean it's been a great camp. I'm pretty tired of fight week. Saturday is almost here. Shout out to Fabian taking his fight. I have no doubt. He's coming with it. He's coming with a lot to prove. But, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure my hands raised on Saturday. But you guys are for sure in for a hell of a night of boxing. This is a stacked card from start to finish. And I'm just happy to be a part of it all. Thank you.
All right, now we will begin our Q&A portion of our press conference. And first off, we want to go back and start with our prelim portion. And like I mentioned earlier, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. That will be free on Prime Video. And we will first start off with Vito Mielnicki and Ronald Cruz. Vito, obviously, you're very young. You've accomplished already quite a bit early on in your career. What's been working so well? I mean, your last 4 fights, they have all been stoppages. What is really starting to hit your stride right now?
Yeah, well, first of all, I haven't really accomplished much from what I know I'm going to accomplish in the sport, what I'm, God willing, will accomplish in the sport. But I'm just blessed to be in the position I am. Just staying in the gym, staying locked in. I've been in Houston, Texas, working day in and day out, getting great sparring, great work with Ronnie Shields, my coach, Anthony Carr as well. Just blessed to be in the position I am. Obviously, Al Heyman, PBC is doing a great job of putting me on great platforms, showcase my talent. But yeah, I'm just extremely blessed.
Ronald, you heard from Vito. He's coming in with 4 straight stoppages. How do you slow down that momentum?
That's why I'm here. I like that, man. I like a challenge. I think nowadays a lot of fighters are afraid to take losses, and all great fighters take a loss, and that's fine. I like a challenge, and the way we stop it is by coming Saturday night and tuning in, baby. You guys are going to see the game plan. We've worked really hard for this camp. We've studied Vito, And as for my previous camps, I don't think I've gone into the fights with the proper game plans. And this time we really structured an entire camp to fight Vito. And I'm really excited to show what we did and what we have planned.
Back to you, Vito. I mean, you mentioned it earlier. You've been a part of already a couple of big cards, Wilder Fury 2, Tank and Ryan last year, and now another one, Canelo Munguia. What are these experiences doing for your career, being a part of these fight weeks, especially a fight like Saturday night of that magnitude?
Yeah, well, I think just being a part of these kind of atmospheres over and over again, I'm just more or less just having fun, just enjoying all the moments, absorbing it like a sponge. And yeah, like I said, I'm just blessed to be a part of events like this. I've been working since I'm 7 years old to be in positions like this. And now we're here, and now it's time to put on a show Saturday night.
All right, you know I got to get predictions from you guys, and for everyone else at these tables, I'm going to ask you guys for predictions. You got to get them. Ronald Cruz first, how does Saturday night end for you?
With my hand raised. That's how it ends.
Vito, how do you see Saturday night playing out?
Just tune in, expect fireworks, expect a dominant performance. I know I have a great opponent, Ronald Cruz, in front of me. We're just ready to go. We had a great camp, so tune in. And like he said, I'm going to say it my way. My hand will be raised Saturday night.
Woo! There you see it. That's going to be opening up our prelims. Now we move on to our second prelim bout as we go to Jesus Ramos. Jesus, you continue to remain one of the top contenders of a loaded 154-pound division. You did suffer a very controversial loss to Erickson Lubin in your last outing. That was on the Canelo Charlo card back in September. What did you learn from your first defeat in that fight?
I've learned a lot from my first defeat. You know, like you said, it was controversial, so it was really hard. But like I said, I learned a lot, and it just made me hungrier. You know, it made me hungrier. And now I'm back to prove where I belong, and yeah, just hungrier, and it's gonna show Saturday night.
As for you, Gonzalez, you have won 3 straight fights. How do you make it 4 straight fights, especially pulling off the upset against Jesus Ramos?
Johan, has ganado 3 peleas al hilo. ¿Cómo vas a hacer para que esa racha sea de 4 contra un oponente duro como Jesús?
Bueno, el mismo trabajo que he venido haciendo, y gracias a Dios que ya estoy en los Estados Unidos, tengo una buena preparación, buenos entrenadores. Seguí demostrando de que estamos hechos, pues, y para ser campeón hay que ganarle los buenos, y él es bueno, y lo demostraremos el sábado.
To be a champion, you gotta beat the good ones, and he's one of the good ones. It's all about relying on the work I've been doing. I'm blessed to have a great team, great trainers, and that's going to be the strategy to where if we stick to what we've been doing, then we're going to be just fine.
Jesus, how do you separate yourself from Gonzalez, especially with his power? 33 knockouts in 34 victories.
I have power as well, but you know I can box. You know I have faith in my boxing and in my boxing abilities and my talent. And that's what I'm going to use, you know, if needed, you know. But I want to give the fans a good show. So if that means going toe-to-toe with Gonzalez, we'll do that as well. You know, we're not here to back down from nobody, and we're just here to put on a good show for the fans.
Johan, Saturday night, what happens?
¿Qué va a suceder el sábado por la noche? ¿Cuál es tu vaticinio?
Bueno, yo vine preparado para lo que el rival venga. Sé que ahí a la guerra, vamos a ir a la guerra, como todo. Para eso soy boxeador.
I come ready for anything. If I gotta go to war, I go to war. That's what being a fighter is all about.
Jesus, same question. What goes down Saturday?
You know, like these guys said, you know, I will have my hand raised, and by all means necessary.
There you heard from Jesus Ramos, Johan Gonzalez. It'll be our second fight on the prelims, and now we will turn things over as we enter our pay-per-view portion of the card. As we open things up with Gabriel Maestre and Imantas Stanionis. This should be a fantastic matchup. Both guys are very familiar with each other. Imantas, you've been very vocal about these last couple years being extremely frustrating for you. How good is it finally to be back in the ring, and what are you looking to prove on Saturday?
you know, I just want to be back in the ring, and when I hear the bell, I'll be the happiest man on the planet. I'll be just happy and me in the ring.
And as for you, Gabriel, you have, been an underdog in several fights, and you always find a way to come out on top. Imantas is someone you're very familiar with in the amateurs. How will Saturday be different? Because he was able to get that decision, but it was in 2015. How is it going to be different Saturday?
Gabriel, estás acostumbrado a no ser el favorito en tus peleas y aún así te sobrepones. Tenés el recuerdo también de tu pelea contra Stagnionis cuando eras amateur. Fue una derrota por una derrota exigua. Entonces, ¿qué opinás que va a ser distinto esta vez y qué lecciones sacaste de esa pelea hace 9 años?
Bueno, sí, mira, desde que estoy aquí en Estados Unidos, siempre en mis peleas que he tenido aquí, de las 2 peleas que fueron el año pasado, siempre estaba del lado B y ya todos saben lo que pasó. Eso lo que cuando peleamos Stagnionis y yo en el 2015 en el Mundial de Qatar, en amateur. Bueno, fue una pelea que fue algo cerrada. Creo que me fue un poco inclinada a mí, pero bueno, se la dieron a él. Ya eso pasó. Ya esta es otra etapa en el profesional. Ya el sábado nos vamos a enfrentar nuevamente. Y bueno, estamos bien preparados para afrontar lo que venga.
Look, I'm used to being the B-side. My 2 fights in America last year, they were with me as the B-side, and you saw how they turned out. And as you mentioned, I did fight Stagnionis in the Qatar World Cup 2015 when we were amateurs. He won. I thought that I had won that fight, but regardless, doesn't matter. It's about turning the page, going after it, and we're different fighters now. We're professionals, and it's going to be a great fight no matter what.
Imantas, is there any cause for concern because you've been out of the ring for a little bit, and especially you're fighting a guy who fought twice last year? He's hungry. He wants that title belt from you. What are you going to do? What was the approach like going into this camp?
I was training all the time, I was supposed to fight month after month after month. It was hard, but I stayed disciplined, stayed training all the time and ready. I said from any given day, give me 6 weeks and I'll be ready and I can jump in the ring. So I know he's coming with everything. He has a big opportunity, For him, this fight is do or die, but same for me, I worked a lot hard and I'm in this position and I'm happy and I'm fighting on this big card. It's just a dream, and, I will do everything to stay, undefeated and have my belt.
Now, if you are able to get past Maestre, you got a man a couple of seats down. He's got a big fight against Maidana. It could be the winner of Maidana Barrios. Is that a fight you would welcome if you're able to get through Maestre Saturday night?
Yeah, I'm not overlooking Maestre. He's a tough fighter, 2-time Olympian. He has a big amateur background. But of course, I'll fight anybody. I know he's fighting anybody also, so I like that mentality, like throwback fighters, like back in 80s, that's what I like. So I want to be the same.
And now back to you, Maestre. Prediction on Saturday. This is a rematch, even though this is the first professional fight between you two. This is a rematch from the amateurs. How does it go down?
Vaticinio para esta revancha tan esperada, casi una década esperaste. ¿Cómo pensás que va a terminar esta pelea de sábado por la noche?
Mira, esta pelea yo pronostico que va a ser una guerra, de verdad, va a ser una batalla que le vamos a regalar a todo el público que vaya ese día, a todos esos mexicanos, de verdad que se lo merecen. Y vamos con todo. Yo sé que Stagnionis es fuerte, le gusta ir adelante, y a mí también me gusta su estilo de pelea, me gusta la guerra, el tú a tú, el duro, la sangre, no sé, ahí va a haber, no sé qué pueda pasar, pero bueno, lo que sí sé es que va a haber una batalla.
I don't know what's going to happen exactly, but I do know it's going to be a battle. Mexican fans deserve to see a total war, and that's what we're going to give them. We're going to give them, blood, sweat, tears, everything, and it's going to be a spectacle to remember. And it's a rematch to where I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I'm going to give it my all. I can promise you that.
And for you, Imantas, how do you retain that WBA welterweight title?
Like you said, it's going to be a war, so I'll welcome him in the middle of the ring, and we are going to just bang like Mexicans do.
That should be a very fun fight this Saturday, opening things up on our pay-per-view card. And now we will turn things over to our next bout as Brandon Figueroa takes on Jesse Magdaleno, as this should be an all-action-packed fight. I mean, both of these guys like to press forward. It is going to be toe-to-toe action for all 12 rounds if it goes the distance. For you, Brandon, you know, coming into this fight, you're in the ring with a guy that he was a world champion at the time when you were just coming up. You were a prospect back in 2016. What is it like now to be in the same ring with the former champ?
I mean, it feels amazing, you know, just fighting these guys that are decorated, former world champions. I mean, to me, it means a lot. I've always wanted to fight the best ever since I was small. And here I am in one of the biggest stages of the year, fighting a former world champion like Jesse Magdaleno. I mean, it's a great opportunity, a blessing at the same time. And I just want to go out there and just keep doing my thing. I love fighting. I love everything about this sport, and I just can't wait to go out there and put it all together.
And now over to you, Jesse. Do you feel like this is one of your last big opportunities being in a world title fight?
No, because I know I come and I put on a show. I always bring it, you know, no matter what it is. I always come and I show out, and I give the fight fans what they want. It's not, I never look at it as the end. It's always just the beginning.
And what would a win over a guy like Brandon Figueroa do for your status in the division as well as for your career?
You know, it'll be something great, you know, and it is going to be something great. You know, we're coming ready. We trained tremendously hard for this fight. You know, we're just ready to come out Saturday night. I know it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be an amazing fight for everybody, and also for ourselves. And like I said, it's going to be something big for me.
And now over to you, Brandon. Your last fight was in March of 2023. You've been itching to get back into the ring. Do you sort of see this as sort of a reintroduction to fight fans again, especially being on a card of this magnitude?
I mean, of course. I feel like I'm an action-packed fighter. There's not a lot of action-packed fighters nowadays, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why boxing is not really interesting no more. A lot of people are looking their eyes somewhere else, but that's why there's stacked cards like this to bring back the attention to boxing, to make fans love boxing once again. And I'm a fan-friendly fighter, and I just love putting on a show. I love throwing a lot of punches. I love exciting the fans and putting them on the edge of their seats, and yeah, just making sure that they go home satisfied, happy. We've seen such beautiful violence, as they call it, and yeah, that's my job, is to go out there and give them my all.
Back to you, Jesse. Saturday night, what happens?
The fans are going to be happy. That's what happens. You know, it's going to be a good fight. Brandon comes to bring it. I come to bring it. You know, as far as, you know, who's going to come out with the winner, you know, may the best man win.
And over to you, Brandon. You've been waiting for this for over a year, and now it's just 2 days away. Jesse Magdaleno, how does it end?
It ends with everyone winning. Mexicans versus Mexicans, stacked card, Canelo versus Munguia. The Mexican fans are going to win Cinco de Mayo weekend. Me and Jesse are going to put on a show. All these guys are ready. I can feel the energy. T-Mobile Arena is going to be explosive. The atmosphere is going to be insane. I already know how the Mexican fans come, and it's going to be amazing, electric. Everyone will feel it when you walk into the arena. Everyone's just going to be going berserk. And yeah, I just can't wait to give fans a great show, and God willing, I come out with the victory.
There you heard it. Brandon Figueroa against Jesse Magdaleno. That should be an action-packed fight this Saturday night. Now we move over to our co-main event this Saturday, May 4th, from T-Mobile Arena. Mario Barrios against Fabian Maidana. They both have said they feel like they're going to steal the show and have a fight of the night candidate Saturday night. So first off, for Mario, I want to first off congratulate you on the news of you're expecting a baby coming with your girlfriend. So congratulations on that. You know, that just kind of adds as you continue to press forward in your career. For this camp, what's it been like for you? Because you recently started training out in Las Vegas. I know you been there for your last camp. What has that change done for you in your career? Because you've won 2 straight. You have been putting guys away. You put Ugas down a couple of times. You dominated that fight. What are we seeing different from Mario Barrios?
The move here to Vegas, it's been great for my career. But yeah, I'm going to be a dad in a few months. Both of our families are very excited. Both of us are very excited. But yeah, no, Vegas has been treating us well. A big thank you to Richard Barrientos, opening his door to me as soon as I came out here. Being there with him and Bob Santos, we've been making all the necessary changes. Or not even changes, really, just continuing to add on to what has, already got me this far in my career. And, yeah, we have the momentum going right now, and we're going to try to keep that going.
And now over to you, Maidana. People obviously know the Maidana name due to your brother, but what are people going to learn about you Saturday against Mario Barrios?
Tu hermano dio a conocer el nombre Maidana en el mundo del boxeo y lo puso bien alto. Pero ¿qué va a aprender el mundo sobre vos, sobre Fabián Maidana, este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, yo vengo a demostrar, ¿no?, de qué estamos hechos, así que nada, solo puedo decir que vengo a llevarme ese cinturón a Argentina, así que a dar una gran batalla para llevar ese cinturón.
I've come here to show what I'm made of. I've come here to take that belt away from Mario and take it back to Argentina. It's going to be a great battle, and you're going to see what I'm capable of.
Mario, you heard from Maidana. He says he's taking that belt from you. He's taking it back to Argentina. This is Cinco de Mayo weekend. What do you say, and what's your response to Maidana?
It's I know he's coming a long way. He's I have no doubt, he's going to bring the fight. But, it's Cinco de Mayo weekend. I'm going to go in there, representing my Mexican and indigenous roots, how I always do. I have no doubt, the boxing fans, are going to be very satisfied with the fight. But, I got to go in there and do whatever it takes, to make sure my hand is raised at the end of the fight.
And now to you, Maidana. You are able to come into this fight, and how many problems do you present to Barrios?
¿Qué tan problemático va a ser tu estilo de pelea para Barrios?
Nada, mi estilo va a ser el de siempre, ¿no? Vamos a ver qué hace él también, ¿no? Así que mi estilo va a ser el de siempre y bueno, como te dije antes, venimos a dejar todo, a llevarnos el cinturón.
My style is going to be the same that it's always been. I'm going to stay true to who I am, and we're also going to adjust to whatever Mario attempts to do. But I can't emphasize this enough. I've come here to take that belt and bring it back to Argentina. That's the bottom line.
And now back to you, Mario. You have spoken, now moving up, having a few fights at 147 pounds in this welterweight division. This has always been one of boxing's premier divisions. How do you etch your name into that boxing history and the renowned legends that we have seen be champions at 147?
I got to go out there Saturday, just not only win, but win in, grand fashion, whether it's knockout, whether it's just, control the fight, go in there with bad intentions as I always do. But yeah, the welterweight division is stacked. We got a Maestro and Stanionis opening the card. They're two hell of a fighters, and the welterweight division in general, it's opening up, and I know, to be in these big, exciting fights, a win is absolutely necessary come Saturday.
Maidana, prediction Saturday, how does it end?
Bueno, Fabián, tu predicción para este sábado, ¿cómo termina esta pelea? ¿Decisión? ¿Knockout?
No sé cómo va a terminar, lo único que sé que vamos a ganar esa pelea.
I don't know how it's going to end. All I know is that I'm going to win that fight.
Mario, same question. How does Saturday end?
Whatever it takes to stay in still.
There you heard it. That's our co-main event. Mario Barrios against Fabián Maidana. You heard from all of the men. It is going to be A memorable May 4th fight night from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is a Premier Boxing Champions pay-per-view event presented by Canelo Promotions. You don't want to be anywhere else May 4th. This should be an outstanding card. All right, we want to thank all of you guys for joining us. We're going to have fighters come up to the front and face off, and we will see you all at the weigh-in tomorrow.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope,